Hey, I have a gameplay here. It's a domination on the map Outpost. It's a regular 6v6 domination. It's not ground war, and it's probably easier to put together kill streaks in 6v6 domination just because it's easier to not get spawned on top of. And in this one, I get a MOAB by staying around the C flag and the little camping bunker back there where I'm looking now. And I think I really use the cover well, and it's a good example of how to stay alive in this area. Right there, I get super lucky, but there's only one other time where I get lucky like that. For the most part, I can sort of go around objects, and then I use Stalker a lot. Stalker's one of my favorite perks, and I don't know if people realize how good it is. I think people realize it's a really strong perk, but some people will use stuff like Dead Silence instead of it, and normally on assault rifles I prefer Stalker. I only use Stalker though if you have like a clear iron sight, because if you're going around corners with something with a clouded iron sight, then it gets kind of or hard to stay on target. But yeah, so don't use the G36 using Stalker, or you can, but I typically, if I'm going to, use a red dot sight on that. These machine pistols are pretty solid. They're sort of like the middle ground between the FMG9s, which are really strong close range, and the Scorpions, which are good long range. These are sort of the middle ground. I can do a little bit of both, but they aren't as hard to control recoil, so they can be pretty helpful. This is the other time I get lucky. That guy just didn't notice me for a sec and must have had bad aim, so I got him. This part of the game is, I think, something that a lot of people don't do right, and it's when they see a flag and they just jump right on it. But right now, I know I have a nice kill streak, and there's probably going to be enemies surrounding me. If you can see the mini-map, my whole team's on the other side, so I know they're going to be showing up around here pretty soon. So I'm trying to get on C, but I can't do it unless there's people, there aren't people around me, because C's pretty exposed. You can get naded pretty easily. I guess I have blast shield on now with specialist perks, but see, all these people that I'm killing would have killed me if I was just sitting in the open on the flag. And so if you just go back and forth around this area, it's a pretty effective way to control it. If you see, I sort of stick my head over barrels right here, so I'm getting cover every time. And there, I was already aiming down sights as I went around. As I was turning the corner, I was aiming down sights just in case there was someone there, and it ended up working out for me. And so here, I couldn't really take C, so I moved on over to go help B. But while I did that, my other teammates took C. But for the most part, you don't want to go along B unless you're just gonna, if you have a sniper or something, because that whole corridor along B, not really a corridor, that whole, whatever it's called, the section, that long strip that B's on, is pretty exposed to nades, and I don't know, I want to say exposed to tactical nades as opposed to lethal ones, but I just always, and I know they're exposed to both, but I always find that I get stunned or flashed there, and that's what ends up killing me. So if you can, you want to stay away from the B line of sight, except for you can head glitch for a second just outside it to get a couple kills, but you mostly want to spawn trap them on the other side of B. Don't let them get there really. And they have AC-130 up. I know I'm close to the MOAB, so trying not to die. And here I'm just letting marksman do the work for me, because I have all my perks, and I'm trying to find them long range. There goes the MOAB, and of course right after I get it, I just lose my mind, or not really lose my mind, but I lose my focus, and so I don't think about where the enemy team's going to be, and they end up killing me. But I got a nice little multi-kill with the MOAB, and thanks for watching.